Yeah, I think the big problem for Koi, though, is Vitality is a team that really likes to go for these early skirmishes, try and get in your face, Bo in particular. And I think when you look at, like, okay, Perk should have good control over mid, works reasonably well with the stage one.
But now Bo doing exactly like we talked about, putting himself in a position mid, but looks like Koi are poised and ready to make this one work. They will try and get the knock back. But he's already been answered by Malrang, who's there a little bit. Might see a flash burn. Yes, with that red buff ticking, you cannot risk giving over that first blood. External help. This wasn't a big dive that came in. This wasn't the Vi making, a Sivir, feel very, weak in the first few lanes. So that's going to be all bot lane from the side of Koi. But now top side, this Cassante is in a lot of trouble here. He does not have flash. He does use his ghost, so he's going to try and maybe get away from this one here. But with the Lulu there, the first blood comes in. Kaiser picks that one up with the Ignite. And that is a nice little move there from Vitality to try and answer for that bot lane pressure.
Yeah, they should be able to get another plate, but Neon's in no man's land.
He really is. He has the ghost popping, and he's going to try and get himself away maybe with the flash, but I think he knows he's dead to rights regardless of what happens. So he keeps that summoner. That's a trade of 1-for-1, but most importantly, Koi got the tower as well.
I mean, Vitality should get the tower off this charge too, so at least it will be tower for tower, but I think this is, yeah, Drippy's a bit over.
I don't think you want to be here, man. He's going to try and keep himself alive as much as he can. He trades back one kill because the tower just stacked up. Didn't even lose his flash, and Trimby styling on Bo on the top side.
I mean, that was sick from Trimby. Imagine to get the kill. I thought he'd gone that bit too far, but the healing coming out from the Q was just right there, and the heal summoner spell as well.
We've used an awful lot of our summoners, so we're just going to have to back away.
A lot of those ultimates gone as well. Nothing left for Vitality that's on this half of the map, so Larson will need to back away, but Koi should be able to get this dragon unless Bo can get the steal.
He's looking for it right now. They're trying to just kind of make them think twice about going for this. Malrang gets polymorphed as we can see Comp going in. Now you've got Larson getting a little bit more mana down. And some supportal combat sees the Lulu fall. The Soraka, again, Vitality tried to hard force it, but like you said, it just didn't feel like it was ever going to work.
I mean, you just don't have damage right now. Yes,
really make this one happen. This Rift Herald a little bit more health on him, so very hard to hit. You can see Photon with that level 11 will have the 2 levels in the needlework. Should be able to smash through these health bars. All summoners available pretty much. You are missing though a flash on Malrang. Here we go. Rift Herald down to about 1700. Here we go. I'm going to try to see Malrang try and go for a little bit of a steal. It's secured by Bo. As if fight can really ensue. You've got the Gwen on the backside, but Comp is just doing so much. He finally gets a little bit of damage thrown onto him, but look at him, just lasering people down. They can't prioritize him. They can't keep the damage to stick, and Comp just shreds through Vitality.
Comp got a flash forward, gets himself a third, and Koi are coming alive over the course of this weekend. Fantastic stuff from the...
As soon as they get vision on top of where this is going to be, Koi should be able to try and answer this. Trimby finally walks up. Now they know what's going on. And the TV's coming in. It looks like Vitality are going to fully commit to this.
I mean, you've only got the vision of the wall. They need to stop Malrang getting into the pit.
Here we go. They're going to stop him right now, and they secure it. Vitality are not willing to take a 5v5, so they take away the big purple worm. But now they need to get these Baron buffs out. Bo using the terrain to his advantage and those empowered plants to make sure he can keep himself safe. So get the Baron, get themselves back onto the map to try and push this one around. And yeah, that's Dragon Soul. It's going to be Chemtech Soul over to Koi. And it's a permanent death cap, so he will shred if given a thing. But the TP's coming in. Vitality want to try and take out Larson before this fight can really begin. He's going to get a fair chunk onto him. He shockwaves to try and save himself some time. Oh, does nice little sidestep to keep himself there, but a flash forward by Bo does knock him up, and he gets shut down. Bo picks up that kill. This is smart from Vitality. They know they can take a 5v4 around the Baron pit, but they don't need to do it right now. They can still look for poke damage. Cassante should be coming in and should be tanky enough to walk away. But now 4v5, you're feeling good, but there is still a TP on Larson. They need to take this quick.
Yeah, I mean, Larson's just not going to be up for 30 seconds now. They should be able to get this reset and go for the Elder Dragon fight as well. Trimby already taken relatively low. Photon still has ult as well. Keep your eyes on the Gwen.
Rise on the Gwen, Malrang on the top side, the Gwen goes in on top, but Malrang lost half his HP, and now the needlework's coming in. Trimby's already very low as well. The full fight with the Gwen is dead. Now you're looking at the Sivir as Comp moves forward fearlessly. Neon finally takes a kill on the Trimby, but you're going to see if you can make this fight work. Double kill for the Zeri. It's so damn close, but you got to remember that was a 5v4 in favor of Vitality.
I mean, Neon's AoE was doing work, but it's just not enough with just the 3 items, and now Koi feeling confident to move over towards this. Malrang is still alive, and it looks like we're going to get a trade again. It'll be the Elder Dragon buff for the Baron buff, but in a situation where you can keep these Baron buff alive, it becomes very hard for Koi to push against it and try and use this Elder Dragon.
Elder does get picked up. A couple more seconds and you would imagine This Baron should be secured. Larsen's walking over, and yes, there's the Baron buff finally going over. So you can see the damage dealt right there. It is.
I mean, look, I said it. This is where we get to see multiple elders like we saw the last time with Bo. Starting to step forward.
Yeah, he knows that the Elder's going to be going off very, very soon as they try and find it. Oh my god, they've got the Cassandre down. He's already gone into stasis. The team himself alive. Bo still taking down with a little bit of the Elder, but now Photon tries to get in with the needlework. They're moving forward. Larsen very low, but a great shockwave stops the support. No cavalry for you. Perk's trying to do the damage on the backside, but Comp is so healthy. Comp is just massive in these fights, and Koi may look for the end of bot.
Trimby's doing a ton of work. Malrang getting the pick on towards Neon as well. And now, as you say, a wave is here. Koi, they want to take game one.
They want to take game one. They don't want to wait for the next spawns of Baron or Elder. You still have some decent wave clear though with Perks. You got to be very, very careful. He will do significant damage, and there's still a Baron buff ticking up. So hard to make this one stick. Here we go. They're going to try and make this one on top of the carries, but with Bo moving in to try and deal with the minions, he will fall, but he did his job. Do they wait for the next wave? They've got a couple more seconds till the Sivir and the Gwen respawn, and they're going for a reset for a TP in.
I mean, there's the TP. Shigenda just trying to keep the wave alive. Perks sidestep.
He sidesteps. Malrang goes golden. Nexus turret number 1 falls. It looks like Koi have found themselves an opportunity. All they needed was one fight. Kaiser goes in, but immediately he cannot do anything about it. They don't even care about the Lulu. They've dealt with it. They don't need to move forward with it, and they can take down the Nexus.
Perks tried to hold on, but right now Koi are looking too strong. A fantastic game from the Koi bot lane, taking over in the early stages and just not relenting.
It just felt like they had control over bot side the whole time. Comp became such a monster then into those mid-game fights that Vitality had to be a bit more creative and not take the fight. Reference here, gonna see now Photon taking the Olaf into that top side, into Cassandre, so a lot of priority again in the solo lanes here for Vitality.
Yeah, and I think if you can actually get control in the early stages here as Vitality, it's kind of been put back on it, to be perfectly honest, by Koi. They've been doing a really good job in at least game 1 in trying to make sure Malrang prevented him from having any sort of plays, and Comp now starting shield early.
Yeah, starting shield, which means they can flash in. No, he doesn't have an aggressive setup here where the ignite goes down before the heal comes out. Comp flashes over the wall. Kaiser has nowhere to go, and Kaiser will fall. First blood to the bot lane of Koi. And that just feels like the cherry on top of what this bot lane has been for Koi.
I mean, Trim for Kaiser to go, so easy first blood. Now Bo immediately going for the level 2, but Malrang is here to match.
They spotted him. They had a ward on him there, so they now know with the Javelin Toss coming in, it will be a 3v2 in favor of Koi. They're going to try and jump into this, but he started Spell Shield, and the barrier. Oh, Dagda, this is disaster if they can secure this kill. Malrang gets that one. You still have an Ashe who's pushing forward. Kaiser will be able to get out with the dredge line, but oh my days, Koi are starting. This is literally better than Christmas.
I mean, this bot lane's over. You already have the
read by Malrang. Kind of said, look, I can go bot, I can cover this, make sure I'm in position to make sure that Bo does not get ahead, because we talked about it. It's a carry jungler. You need to start fights, and you're going to keep going for this one. Malrang pushing forward here, going to try and catch out Kaiser. Yeah, he's dead to rights. Nothing he can really do there, and this is Koi. They're slaughtering Vitality in this first few minutes.
I mean, there's blood all over the bot side of River, and Koi just
being hit here across the solo laners. Is that your next priority? Because it feels like you need to try and go for something, but maybe not in the mid lane. You do not have flash here for Perks. He's going to be able to use the soul unbound, but guess what? That goes up, must come down, and not quite able to get away from the Emperor's Divide. Malrang 3-0-0 going back towards the Xin Zhao. Photon trying to see if he can maybe make something work here. Does have Ghost popped and no real way to try and stop it. Oh my god, breaking his ankles right there.
And now Shigenda trying to find the 1v1 on top side, but I think Larsen.
Yeah, he's looking for the play, just get the flash in, and the ult back. Perks just trying to wait for his support and jungler to really help him out, but you've got the range advantage and you're just peppering down these health bars. Larsen picks up his first kill of this game, 5-0. Now in bot side, Comp trying to see if he can do something on the hunt, has been used, the heal as well. Neon's trying so desperately. He just hit it or something like that. It is 2 full levels in terms of support, and not having access to your ultimate as a Nautilus just feels so debilitating. And see Photon and Shigenda trying to go crazy in the top side. We will come back in here now into the bot lane as Comp picks up a kill. While that was happening, Skirmishes did back away, or Trumi going back in on the top side. We can see in the picture-in-picture, he picks himself up a solo bolo. It's all going
up against Skirmishes. I mean, this is pretty much the way Olaf should be trying to trade in this lane.
Yeah, I mean, look, you want to be low level, or low health, I should say. Nice ultimate just kind of stop him from getting taken away. Skirmishes actually makes a little bit of a move there over the wall. Unfortunate for him, but yeah, Photon without a flash, without a care in the world, tries to take the trade back, but it's still like Asante. He's still just here from Neon. The Ash is just so oppressive. Kaiser wishes he had his ultimate to go for an engage over the wall, but he does not now. Trying to drop the Rift Herald into that mid lane. Gonna get a couple of plates. Bo gets hit by an arrow. Gets jumped on by Malran. They're gonna try and knock him over the wall. Not gonna be able to get it, but it doesn't matter. The damage is just too damn good. It sticks to him like glue. Perkz trying to see if he can outplay this. Flashes towards his dragon, but the wind becomes lightning, and your death is confirmed. Your fate is sealed. 9-0 in kills, 13 minutes into the game.
And this is why I really don't think you can give Trimby the... Malrang's just going to pass out here.
Execute.
I don't think you can give Trimby the Ash. I think Trimby's been so incredibly good when it comes to these long range, not having that ultimate available for just a little bit longer, but Malrang going to run into many members here.
He is going to run into many members. Just got the ultimate off, so the Crescent Guard good, but you got Trimby coming in here alongside Comp. I don't know if you want to try and fight this. The flash in, though, to shut him down. First kill of the game for Vitality. Goes a Photon, but the clean-up crew of Larson is here. I will say Perkz does get a nice little kill back as Trimby's very, very low. It's just turning around. Vitality just take a fight, and they find a 4 for 2.
We've seen it before. We're going to see the game slow down a little bit here, though. As I say, that Perkz gets hit.
He does get hit right in the face. It's going to take a while for him to go down. Perkz actually moves down towards this... I'm not quite sure exactly what he was trying to go.
I think that might have been the worst possible direction for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, look, at a 360 degrees, that degree was not the one I point of 2, 3, 4 items. You're just really going to struggle unless you find the perfect engage. And a lot of the times you won't find it.
I think the big thing here is like, how do Vitality address this? It says TP topside.
Yeah, another Ash arrow does land. It's going to hit onto Bo, who's still stunned as he tried to get over the side of the wall. But Malrang was waiting for him, and that's just more good play from Koi. They're just calling all the bluffs. They're saying, look, we know you're going to overload the map. We know you're going to try and make a play onto what you're stronger with, and we're not going to let you have that satisfaction. We're not going to let you have that opportunity to get back into this game.
That was fantastic here as Trimby not quite able to get that ult on towards Olaf on the top side.
No, not quite yet, but it's the thing with the cooldown Ash. It's already a quarter of the way done. Kaiser runs forward. Kaiser taking a lot of damage, and Kaiser falls, but they're going to take the fight anyway. It's a 1-for-1. You lost a jungler for a support. TP comes in from Perkz. It's almost a mirror of the last fight around Red Bull. We saw Larson might be in a lot of trouble here. He does get the ultimate off to try and stop Perkz from getting anything else. Sagenda, still a Cassante. They go forward. Trimby's left all isolated on his own. Finally, Comp joins the fight, and Comp can start to really rip through them. Eventually, the Larson will die. The Baron's still doing damage. Baron plays for Vitality, and Baron sets it up on a nice little play. Bo will not be taken down just yet, but Comp is doing so much for this Koi lineup. It was a 5v4, but Koi still make it work.
Just about. Kaiser has respawn, though. His full health, and Perkz is here.
Here we go.
He's steadily been moving up. Comp so strong, though, and Kaiser still level 8. He's from the mid lane. That's the difference maker here, where he's chasing members of Vitality out through this top side and making sure that they're able to bring home that advantage that Koi is secured on the bottom side.
I mean, look, to be fair to Vitality, if that one of those spears lands on the Trimby, that could be a very different situation. Bo stays alive, the Sivir, someone off guard, try and get them off kilter.
I'm surprised to see Koi continuously investing these TPs, though, because honestly, I think if you actually spread out and you're able to force numbers advantages, you can go for it.
Here we go. They're going to go all out here with the Cassante. He's exiting very, very low, but they've got some decent damage here. It's a full 5v5 once more. The Fate Seal doesn't really do a lot, and now these health bars are going to start going down. Good sweep coming out from Larson. And I think we're already starting to hit that late game stage. There's just too much gold on these carries.
I don't care what stage of the game it is. Koi are fully in control. Easy fight for them there. They immediately turn on towards the Baron, and I mean, Photon just a bit overextended. And Koi punish.
I mean, look at that. 3 items onto the silver. Comp game 1 and game 2 has just been the lynch.
7. Nerdy having his 4th item complete as well. And now with the Baron up creep wave, they're just going to start to siege this one.
Oh my god! Neon might be dead right now. They're going to look for Malrine to get him. He didn't even throw anything out. Just the pure idea that he might be able to kill him forces the ultimate out of Neon. Yes, you're getting turrets on the top side, but you're going to lose the game, Vitality. You can't just let this continue.
I mean, they were never going to be able to hold on to the spot lane turret, but now Photon does need to reset because Koi are setting their eyes on Nexus turrets. Shigenda moving in towards the mid lane turret. It's going to be a second inhibitor turret to fall. And Vitality, they don't have anything. Kaiser needs to try and find an engage. We're joining a Nautilus that is so far behind level 9 at 26 minutes in the game.
Yeah, level 9. He is 3 levels down on his opposite number, Trimby, and they are already on to the Nexus turrets. Ash Arrow goes wide. You can see the Koi kind of reset themselves around these Baron minions. Here we go. The Fate Seal lands on the 2, but Perks immediately has to bring himself back. Larson goes golden after getting the sweep, and it's going to be just that, you would imagine, for the side of Koi. They are going to take down the #1 seed of the regular winter split in a 2-0 fashion, and they're going to look damn good doing it.
Playoffs is here, Koi turning around a #1 in the regular split, and Koi are the ones that are taking them down. It's gotta feel good.
What a great way to get yourself into playoffs as well. They're 2 wins, they're in. That's how it is. Of course, Vitality, it sucks, but you're not out. You're only going to go down to the lower bracket. You've got obviously more opportunities forward, but for Koi, this is fantastic to see. Really, really well played.